Well, the weatherman got it right. All day it's been raining like this. You can see my pond back there, and it is full to the max. Well, as expected, we got 3 inches of rain this weekend, and I don't remember many times that it wasn't raining. I mean, once it started, it just kept going. There were times that it was heavy. I mean, just yards flooded everywhere. I mean, it seemed like a lot more than 3 inches, but that's what the weather report is saying. But we're gonna have to give the RV park a break for a day or so. Hopefully not long, but the show must go on. The content must go on. So we're gonna show you guys what we do in situations like this to keep busy. Got to keep rolling, man. Can't sit at the house. Can't make money that way. So I'm gonna head out and bid a job this morning with a customer who reached out to me last week with their yard flooding. I mean, it's holding 6 inches all the way around their house. Basically, whenever it was set up, it looks like just in general, the yard wasn't level to make it drain. So I'm gonna run out with the laser and take a look at it and just see if it's even possible for us to make it drain. If there's a ditch close by, a low area or something, but it's not looking good because I pulled it up on the aerial and it's right off in the middle of some ag country, some ag fields where it's extremely flat. So I'm just hoping we can find a ditch or something that we can divert this water to, because I don't want to just go in, start putting extra dirt or some sand or something in their yard and causing this water to either rise upwards even more or push it in towards their or across their driveway or into their house or anything like that. So we're just going to go out, set the laser up and take a look. And after we get done with that, we're going to go meet up with Matt and Dylan at some storage units, a storage facility in town that's having some problems with their concrete kind of busted up, and where the concrete ends, it kind of drops off and it's damaging some tires on some U-Haul trucks. So we're going to go fix them up today too. So stay tuned. Let's see how it goes. saw the fields coming in. What we'll have to do is just try to get this water to drain to the back. Luckily, on the back side of the property, I'll show you an aerial of where this thing's going to drain. But there's just not much we can do right now until this dries up. At the top of this pipe, right here is the outflow. On this side, it's about 4 inches lower. Just the problem with the pipe is this water drains across here. You can see where the grass is kind of leaning in, and it's a slow trickle. Problem is this pipe was installed at too much of an angle, and it's almost underwater over here. You can't really see it, but yeah, you can see the water line there. It's just barely coming out, and then it's got nowhere to go. So I was really concerned that there's nowhere to take this water, but luckily on the back side of the property, we have about a 2 foot deep kind of a little canal kind of runs back there. So luckily we'll be able to come in here this summer and cut a drain down the property line and take all this back and get the backyard cleaned up and fixed up. Probably going to quote a couple loads of sand to help level the yard instead of trying to do it with dirt. It's just nowhere for this stuff to go. We'll get it fixed whenever it dries out enough that we can get out here and take care of it. So this is project number 1, trying to see how I can help this customer out. Now we're gonna head back into town to go see if we can take care of some similar issues at a storage facility. There's the property, you guys. You can see what we're faced with. So, I mean, the ditch is still full of water. This whole property next to them's full of water, and it's just flat. There's nowhere for this to go. You know, obviously this isn't their property, so I can't just come through here cutting a ditch either. But even if I could, there's nothing to ditch it to. That canal kind of circles in back in behind their property. And look out here, I mean, it's just flat open field. So if you kind of see right there, there's a little drain or depression that kind of runs back in, catches the back side of their property, and then runs out from there. Now I do see a pretty deep ditch right here that I might be able to bring all of his water to. Oh yeah, there's the canal. And make this stuff, let's look out the other side. It's pretty deep over there too. So I might make some of his front yard drain out to here, but the rest of it's going. Lost you there for a second, but you can see that drain right there is what touches the back side of his property, and that's the best way for me to get this water off his yard. It just kind of drains out to there. Just some of the natural drainage that's not natural, but engineered draining that's been put into these fields out here in this ag country to handle the runoff and the water, and probably feeds down to the river.